Good afternoon. My name is Adam Mitchell, and today I'll be discussing with you my biggest fear and how I partially overcame my biggest fear. So hopefully it'll help you overcome your fears. Before we get into it, a little about myself. I'm a 27-year-old white male. I was born in Raleigh, North Carolina. I grew up in Fuquay-Varina, North Carolina. I've been graduated high school in Fuquay-Varina High School. I've been to college at Wake Technical Community College for my associates. I'm currently a student at North Carolina Central University, getting a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. Hopefully within about a year and a half I'll have a job in that career field. I have been in the military since 2008 when I joined. I went to Fort Benning, Georgia for basic training, Fort Bragg for my AIT, which is the course to learn my job, which is a psychological operations specialist. And from there I've also been a gun salesman at Fuquay Gun and Gold, the largest gun store in the state of North Carolina. I have a wonderful wife, a wonderful daughter, and a very loving family. So a little about me has been discussed, so now we'll go into what my biggest fear actually is. My biggest fear, as you can see, is public speaking. As a young age, I've never been good with public speaking. I do not like being in front of people. I don't like talking to people. I have very strong emotions and hard times trying to discuss things in front of a group of people when they're looking at me. Partially because I think they're judging me, and partially because it's just a new experience that I'm not very familiar with. But there's a few things that have helped me overcome my crippling disease of public speaking. And here I will show you a few of them. The first one is pretty much my life. At a young age, around 10, I have had significant losses in my life. My grandparents died when I was around 11. My grandmother died about 3 years ago. My uncle committed suicide possibly 2 years ago. My dad died 7 years ago this month. One of my fellow friends and mentors in the Army Reserve, Daniel Edwards, he committed suicide back in September. So a lot of this loss in my life has shown me that you should just pursue what you can do and just do what you want. Don't let anything get in the way of it. I mean, you're here now and you need to do what you need to do, and public speaking in the grand scheme of things is not a very hard thing to do when you look at everything that goes around the world, what's happened in my life, possibly what happened in your lives. So public speaking, you just want to not care as much. You just want to go in and go with the flow and just relax and just go, whatever happens, happens. So that's one big thing that helped me overcome it, was pretty much basic experiences in my life. The second thing, and probably the biggest, is my military career. My job is a psychological operations specialist in the United States military, and as a member of a tactical psychological operations team, I have to conduct face-to-face with civilians of a host nation, with government officials, with command above me, and lateral soldiers next to me. So you're forever talking to people, and if you don't like talking to people like I did when you join the military, and especially with this job set, then you're going to learn fast that you need to talk to people, and you're going to have to get it out of your mind that I don't want to talk to this person, I can't talk to this person, because if you don't talk to that person, then you're not getting your job done, and it could possibly affect something that's in the future. So here's a few pictures of me sitting in on a few group speeches that I had to do, or with a bunch of people. This one's at a mayor district where everybody in the district came over. I had to discuss their issues, I had to field their questions, I had to respond to them. I was the sole person up front, so all eyes were on me, and I had to discuss as an outsider how we were helping and going to help the people of their nation, especially in that district of Terror's Eye, Afghanistan. And this one, same thing, it's a group of people in a village I went to. As a sole person on that team that went on this mission, you usually go out by yourself, and you have a whole province that is your area of operation. So you're talking to a lot of people, and this is an everyday thing when you're on deployment, especially in Afghanistan or Africa or Iraq or wherever you're at. You're talking to everybody, and everybody wants to talk to you because you're the foreign person there You're the one that's supposed to help. You're the one that's going to help them fix whatever they need. So you have to talk to them, you have to discuss, you have to actually show confidence behind what you're saying so they'll believe you, they'll want to talk to you, and they're not just going to brush you off. The last thing that has helped me in my overcoming public speaking is pretty much working a job as a gun salesman, as a sales person in sales industry. You have to talk to people every single day. They come into the store, especially if you're working such as gun store, Walmart, Target, anywhere that has sales. People are coming in there, they're asking you questions. You have to talk to them every day, face to face. You have to tell them what your thoughts are on something. You have to educate them on stuff, especially as a gun salesman, educate them on gun safety, on the functions of a firearm, help them decide on stuff they want to purchase or what they might want to purchase in the future. So you're talking to people. I probably, on average, spoke to probably about 100 people a day at this gun store, and that's from varying ages, races, sex, everything. So you have a whole gamut of people that you're speaking to, and if you're not comfortable speaking with people or in front of people or to a large group of people, then you'll fail at that. And as a primary source of income, which is what your job is, then you're affecting your life, affecting a family's life if you have it at that time, you're affecting your future. So if you have a fear of public speaking, it might seem minuscule, and it is, because it's not a large thing in the grand scheme of things to be afraid of, but it's a normal fear that majority of people have. But if you don't overcome that fear, then you're possibly affecting yourself, others that you love, friends, family. You're possibly affecting strangers just because you don't want to speak to them, don't know how to speak to them, or speaking. So it can carry over from your workplace, it can carry over to school, it can carry over to family, friends, or just out and about anywhere. So these have helped me overcome majority of my public speaking. This class is helping me as well. Not a huge fan of public speaking, but the more you start doing it, the better you get at it, and the better that you'll want to do it, the more you'll want to do it. And then it just becomes second nature. So I hope this presentation has helped you in some way, shape, or form get over or start to get over your fears, regardless of what they are. And I hope that you make a better progress tomorrow than you have today. Thank you, and goodbye. That's what